Hello everyone, I'm back again. Gonna do another review on Big Bertha, the RC of all RC cars, the Traxxas X Maxx. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot say enough about this RC truck. I don't even know where to begin with this thing. Fun factor is off the scale. Whatever you want to do with this thing, you can do. You want to wheelie across the front yard all day, you can do it. Get it up on two wheels, drive across the lawn, you can do it. Take jumps. What size jumps would you like to take? And this truck will take it and take it and take it. Will it break? Yes, it breaks. But the things that this truck can do, you cannot only but expect it to break. I'm talking 30-foot, 60-foot jumps, land this sucker in trees, half pipes, skate parks, backyard, off dirt piles, quarry sand piles, you name it, this truck will do it. So let's begin with the price. Around $900, $1,000, depends on where you get it. You buy it, you got Traxxas batteries, Traxxas charger. You're talking about $1,200 out the door. I think I paid 2 years ago when I first got this with the charger, 2 batteries, and the truck, and taxes. Is it worth $1,200? Yes, I would say yes. I would go back and buy, if I had another $1,200, I'd go get a brand new one right now. When I bought this one, I bought it as the 6-cell version. I have upgraded it to the 8-cell version, which even makes the truck even crazier than it already is. You've seen these things. Is it worth it? Absolutely. This is my most favorite RC truck. Fun factor, like I said, is off the charts. You can do whatever you want to do with this truck. I've raced it on racetracks, berms, jump, you name it. I can go on all night about this truck and what it does and what it's capable of. The thing's built like a tank. It is a tank. I've worked on tanks. This is a tank on wheels. For what this thing is, made of plastic, the things you do with it. I've taken 35, 40-foot jumps with this thing and just over and over and over again. I'm sorry, I'm just so caught up in it. I don't even know. There's so much I want to say about this model. On this channel, one-time cut, that's what it is. I'm a father of 3 and I don't have time for all this fancy editing and everything else. And in this world of this digital world, cut out, put in, do whatever, you're not going to have it on this channel. So I'm sorry about it. It's a one-time cut. You're going to get what you're going to get on this channel. But back to the truck. Like I said, I can't say enough about this truck. Cost, it's up there. Is it worth it? If I had the money, I'd go out and buy another one for me and my boys just to bash around, to watch both of them run 2 around. Durability, it is there, everybody. For what this truck can do, does a truck break? Yes. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that an RC truck doesn't break, especially with the truck with the capabilities of this truck, and say that it doesn't break. If anyone tells you an RC just doesn't break, they're just not telling you the truth. All RC cars break. Durability, like I said, it's there. It's expected to break for what you can do with this thing. What is great about this thing, though, when it does break, the parts are fairly reasonable and they are not expensive. It's pretty cheap to fix this truck, especially the size of this thing. And the other great part about this thing is when it does break, out of all my RC cars and truck, this is the one I like to work on. This thing is modular. You can take the rear, split off, do whatever you need to do. Need to work on the center, need something on the front, take it off. It's all module. It is so easy to work on. At first, when you first look at it, it's pretty big and bulky, and this thing is just intimidating to start with. And you first look at it, you're like, oh, and you got to get in there. I've taken out two of my front ring gears up in the front diff and one in the rear. I've broken shocks, I've blown tires, I've ripped off arms. But I'm talking all big stuff, guys. 30-foot jumps off of huge sand piles and quarries. And I'm not just talking the first time. I'm talking the 10th or 15th, 20th, 30th time off sand piles. This thing will take a beating after beating. I've lined up plywood on picnic tables, full speed across the lawn. Let's see how hard we can hit this thing and how far we can go over and over and over again. Like I said, this thing will take it. So I don't know what more to say besides that, but out of all my RC cars, this is my most favorite. The most bad beep. I just can't say enough about this. If you're thinking about going out and getting these ones and you have been in the RC world for a while, you own a few, I'm saying spend the money and do it. You will not be disappointed. This is worth every penny that I've ever spent on it. Anyway, a few of the upgrades I have done. Like I said, I've upgraded to the 8-cell battery system in this. Got the fan. It's still the original motor. I find for a long time I ran the original gearing, but I finally put the beefier drive shafts and stuff in it. I have put the titanium rods in the shocks, 2 on one side because I've broken shocks. I have had a problem with the servo, but another great part about Traxxas is I called Traxxas right up. They went over a few things with me. They did a few troubleshooting. Excuse me, and they said shipping labels on its way. Throw the steering servo in the box. I think it was about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks later. Brand new servo was sent to me. Put it in. I have not had a servo problem with it since. And like I said, this truck is awesome. And for the amount of abuse in 2 years, what I have done to this thing, it's incredible. It is a really incredible piece of machinery. Now, is this a truck that brand new RCers should go out and first get? With the cost, I'd probably say not. You want to go, what happens if you spend $900 and you turn around and you find out that you're just not really into it, it's not as cool as you thought, and you got $900 sitting somewhere. This is kind of one of those hobbies. You put the money into these things. I've been in this hobby for a while. I've never seen a return on my money, and I don't invest in these things to see a return on my money. The return that they give me is not in money value, or monetary value. It's in the fun factor, and not too often do I ever get really rid of one of my RC cars. But again, like I said, every time I get this thing, I get excited. I don't even know where to go with this thing, but this truck is awesome. So is this... but anyway, back to what I was saying, though. Is this one that you should probably first get? No. Small children, I let my boys run it. My son's 5. He's been doing RC cars since he was 3 years old. I watch him. Another nice factor about this, on the ESC, you can cut the power down 50%, but this thing still rips. He has a good time. But, a small kid, probably not the one for him. I think this thing comes in around like 23, 25 pounds. Capable, with the 8S, and I think it's like 60, 65 miles an hour. With the 6S, I think it still does, 50, 55 miles an hour. So, is this something you should give a small kid? Probably not. It's got a lot of weight. You can really do some damage to yourself. You could really hurt somebody or someone. So, not a small kid thing. But back to it, and let's close it up. Cost. It's high, but what you get for your money is worth it. And like I said, I would get another one tomorrow if I had the money laying around. Durability. It's all the way across the board. What this thing does and is capable of, and how it can do it over and over and over again before something breaks. The durability is there. And then when it does break, it being on a modular platform for repairs, it is so easy to work on. Capabilities. This thing is capable of everything. You want to go across the pond, you're going across the pond. And this thing, there's videos online you can check out. People run these things across ponds all day. And when I say this thing's capabilities are limitless, I am not kidding. Skate parks, motocross tracks, quarries, cross lakes, ponds, you name it, this thing will do it. So I'm going to give this thing, on my fun factor, a 10 all day. I don't have many that are 10s, but I will say this X Maxx all day is a 10 on the fun factors. Well, I just want to say I'm going to wrap this up. Sorry I was all over the place. This thing just gets me so excited. But please click the like, the subscription, the bell if you want to hear from me again. And I want to just tell everybody out there again, thank you for watching, and thank you, and I'll see you guys all next time. Thanks.